Hey, what's up everyone, this is Rafael, and today we're gonna put Shapeoko 2 into work and turn this into nice coasters. Oh, you're good. So, I got a Shapeoko 2 a few months ago and I was having good luck with it, and I decided to make some coasters, and I was researching how to make this nice glossy finish, and so I decided to make a video showing how it's done. It didn't come out the greatest way, but at least you're gonna get the basics. Check it out. So the first thing you obviously want is some kind of design. I cannot draw, so I just went to Google, and you can search for vector graphics designs, and you can just download something, or you can find something specific. So I just decided to use Hummer for one coaster. So I saved it as a PNG. You can see it's not SVG, so we need to convert it to vector. And all you have to do is just put SVG converter, and this website I'm using all the time. It's quick and easy. You just upload, download, and you're good to go. Now the problem with these converted files is that the fact that you can see here it's missing the eyes. But in this case it's not a problem, because in Easel we can actually easily fix that. In Easel, all I did is just use a circle, make it smaller, and then align it with the eyes, and that was it. For most of the coasters I used red oak and pine. Before cutting into pieces you want to sand it so it's nice and smooth before milling with the CNC. You want to cut it to whatever shape you want. If you have a jigsaw you can go ahead with some crazy shapes. It actually looks really cool. Now some pieces actually stained before milling. You're gonna see one piece I actually milled first and then stained. You're gonna see it actually was pretty interesting effect. Staining is pretty easy, just apply and then remove the overdose and you're good to go. Now here's my favorite. Instead of staining I actually use a lighter to just make it darker. It actually brings a really interesting effect. And the cool part is that once you actually do the whole thing, you can, if you're an artist, you can actually do some crazy stuff with it. And if you made a mistake, you can just burn it and erase the mistake. As you can see, you can just play with it and just make it to the way you like. Now after using the router, you can see this brings pretty cool effect, and let's go ahead and start milling. Oh yeah, and just for the record, I'm just using double-sided tape to hold the stock in place. Now the end mill did get gunked up a little bit, but I just paused it in an Easel. The head lifted, I removed the whole crap and cleaned it up and was good to go. And then just resumed and was working just fine. And here's the final effect. I think it looks pretty good. Now here's the problem I came across with the snake I was trying to mill. You can see Easel could not do the exact shape, so I had to go with the on the path strategy. So every time you want to mill, just do show through path just to make sure it's actually going to carve your shape. And here's a time lapse of that cut. Here's the piece I told you about that I stained after the fact, and actually I'm glad I did, because it did bring a pretty interesting effect. The cuts almost look like the actual grain in the wood, so it looks really good, so highly recommend it. here I'm pouring the urethane, and this is pretty tricky part. I was hoping it will actually dry that way, but the wood was soaking in, and I did apply about 5-6 coats, and I was not able to get it even. So as you can see, the wood actually soaks in the urethane, and it's starting to not being that nice. I did 3D print a small block so I can put the coasters on top of them, just so I could paint the bottom, just to protect the bottom with the urethane as well. Again, I wish it would dry that way, but that was not the case. Now, after the urethane dried, I used sandpaper. I used 400, 600, and 1500. I was not able to find 800 and 1000. That would probably be nice to use. Now, at the end, I used rubbing compound just to give that extra polish. It did work pretty well. It doesn't hurt. I know that you should use 2 other things, but I did not have them. I could not find them locally, so that's all I did. I think glaze and what is it called? Something else. And here's before and after. I think the effect is pretty good. Again, if I would have been able to actually fill the holes with the urethane, it would be better. Here's the one part that the tool actually just went through the wood. Unfortunately, I should have deleted it because the wood grain itself was pretty good. Okay, and that's all for today. I hope you learned something from this project. I certainly did. If you like what you saw, you like the video, you can leave a comment, whatever, you have questions. Subscribe, because I do plan to do another video with the 3D printing. And I'll do more DIY projects and try to document on the video. So hope you like the coasters, like the video, and I'll catch you later with the next project.